Hello, I'm Sharon Westcott. I'm Head of Operations for Voluntary Action Arun Chichester.
From the onboarding, the meeting as originally putting together a proposal and then working through onboarding, and then we had a project as well, haven't we? So we've done a project. So
Yes.
we've kind of had all the different experiences, and then obviously the ongoing support. So the whole package,
Yes.
really.
Yeah,
So hopefully a good
been
experience.
Brilliant. Very smooth all the way through.
So can I just ask, can you talk us through the process of why you sort of chose Qlic originally, and how we sort of came across your radar?
Yes, so originally my colleague, she attended a webinar on websites that one of your colleagues was presenting. And at the time, we knew that we had to change IT providers. And we were sort of looking around, and my colleague sort of said, well, have you considered Qlic? So I did a bit of research. I also spoke to a couple of Age UK charities, because I know that they used Qlic. And that's when I asked for an initial meeting to have that conversation with you to see if we could work together, what we needed and what you could provide. And that's how it sort of came about, really. So,
I suppose, when you were talking to us, did you speak to other IT companies at the same time? Were we sort of in competition, or was it a case of you had the recommendation, so you're happy to just have the sort of one conversation?
We did talk to other companies, actually. I think for me personally, I was very keen that we had a team behind us. So we'd sort of worked with a one-man band sort of thing on a couple of times, and I felt that we didn't have the support. So that was one of my key points, was I needed that backup, whichever IT sort of company we worked with. And I knew as well from having initial meetings, you can tell straight away if you're going to work well with somebody. You can tell about that relationship. So I knew when I spoke to you that it was very much, we're not going to come in and do this and that. We're going to talk to you. We're going to advise you. And I think that's what was important for me, that communication.
And then obviously you signed the agreement, and we got you onboarded. So in terms of the onboarding experience, how did that go in terms of moving over from your previous supplier to us? Was there any problems, any issues that you came across?
No, not at all, actually. So we were assigned a project manager, I think, right at the beginning, and he talked me through the process of what would happen. I spoke to our existing IT provider, and I think the project manager also spoke to him as well, and it all went very smoothly. There were no issues or anything. And I was sort of taken out of the picture, and I think they spoke to each other about the technical side of things, which helped. And then the project managers sort of kept me up to date with everything that was happening all the way through, right from the very beginning. And then we had an engineer come in and sort of meet with all the team and sort of work on their laptops, and that. It was just so smooth. And I think as well, as we were going along with the process, it was the explanation behind everything. They didn't just do things, they explained what they were doing. So it was very smooth all the way through.
Oh, fantastic. And then obviously following the onboarding, I put together the best practice analysis, which kind of gave you the overview of what you had. And obviously you were aware of some concerns with the system. It wasn't working how you wanted it to at the time. So I think kind of hopefully the recommendations that I came up with were based on the problems you were having. And then obviously we agreed to go forward with the project to sort of migrate away from the server and sort of go into a more cloud-based solution. How did that project go, and how was that approach? Did that work well?
That's worked really well, actually, because I feel that we're working much more efficiently now. I think there are a few reservations with the team. I think they're a little bit frightened because I think we hadn't had that sort of level of service before. So I think they thought, oh my gosh, we're making changes. But I think because you talked to us all as a team and explained exactly what was going to happen, so none of us were in the dark at all. And I think we're working much more efficiently. The team are really happy. It's fine. It was the best thing we did. Yes.
Since then, in terms of the support you're getting from the team, in terms of when you have some problems, some issues, things do happen. This is IT, it isn't bulletproof. So, how's that experience been in terms of working with the support team?
Yeah, I found that really good, actually. And I think the team have as well, because obviously you can email the support line, but also you can ring up, and somebody always gets back to you. Always very helpful. And again, if they haven't got the answer straight away, they always sort of come back to you, and and sort of explain what's happening and everything. And I know the team feel that we've got that backup there, and it's having the confidence now. We know that no question is ever too stupid to ask or anything, because we're not IT sort of savvy or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know everything, and we might do something thinking, oh, what have we done, and that. But the team, when you ring up and they sort of say, it's fine, don't worry, we can sort it for you. So that backup is so important. And again, very friendly. You know, I've spoken to engineers, finance people, all very friendly and helpful. And I know the team feel that as well. We've got the support there, which is what we wanted.
And obviously we met,
Yes.
didn't we, again a couple of weeks ago in terms of doing our ongoing strategy review to kind of keep you updated on the information that you've got and how that works. And how did you find that experience? Was that informative?
That was really informative, and I find that really important, because I know then that you're looking after us, and I know that you're keeping us safe. Basically, you're keeping us. I feel that we're in safe hands with you, because you are continually looking at what we're doing, what we need to improve on, and giving us advice and that of what we should be sort of putting in place sort of going forward. So I find that really helpful, and I can share it like with my staff and also with the trustees, and that's important for us as an organisation.
Fantastic. Well, I really do appreciate your time today, because I think that's been fantastic, and hopefully that can help some other people along the way learn a bit about us and how we work.
Yep, pleasure. Thank you very much.